It is it's early 2025 and millions of Americans are refreshing their phones every morning, waiting, hoping, and in some cases demanding answer about the now viral promise, the $2,000 tariff dividend payment, a promise that some say could lift families out of debt, and others argue is nothing more than a political fairy tale. And to add fuel to the fire, rumors about a new Trump stimulus check for 2025 keep spreading across social media, stirring up even more confusion, excitement, and of course, controversy. Let's go into it. For months, Americans have been asking one simple question: when will we actually get the $2,000 tariff dividend? A question that has somehow no clear answer, no official schedule, and no confirmation beyond campaign speeches, vague press statements, and economic speculations, while supporters say the tariff dividend is a bold and innovative redistribution of tariff revenue back to the people. Critics argue that the government wasn't even clarified whether the money exists in a tangible, ready to distribute from. Some economics even warn that tariff revenues are already absorbed for federal operations, meaning the dividend may require new legislations or budget cuts elsewhere. But there's the twist. Even though the public is still waiting for the first dollar, influencers online have already labeled it the next mayor stimulus. And that's where the controversy heads up, especially as discussions about a potential Trump 2025 stimulus checks have surfaced. Suddenly, two different payment rumors are merging, blending, and exploding into a giant storm of political arguments and financial expectation. As 2025 begins, eligibility becomes the battleground. Who qualifies, who doesn't, and why one official just said it clearly that every American taxpayer should get the tariff dividend, calling it a universal share of America's trade strength. Other insist it should only go to low and middle income households. Meanwhile, critics push back, pointing out that tariffs historically raised the cost of goods for consumers, meaning Americans might be paying more at the store just to get a dividend back later. And then comes the Trump 2025 stimulus check rumor, a rumor that refuses to die. Some conservative commentators claims the administration is considering a fresh round of checks to jumpstart the economy. But official spokespeople completely silent. This silence leaves room for speculation, and speculations breeds chaos. Online people argue: is the tariff dividend the new stimulus checks? Is Trump preparing his own version of universal assistance? Are they merging both programs? The truth no one knows, and that's exactly why this topic is blowing up everywhere. Families struggling with inflation's one answer. Analysts on TV debate whether this is economic relief or political strategy. Critics accuse the government of dangling financial promises for public support. Supporters insist it's a necessary reward for American workers who carry the weight of trade wars and global competitions. The controversy only gets bigger when influencers start posting spec payment debts. Even though no verified debt exists, one viral post claims checks will drop in March. Another says June. Another says before summer. None of this is backed by official documentations, but it spread like wildfire because Americans are desperate for clarity. Meanwhile, eligibility for a potential stimulus checks, if it even exists, triggers new wave of debate. Will it be income based, like previous stimulus checks? Will non-filers get it? What about seniors, veterans, immigrants with legal status? Every group wants reassurance, and every group feels ignored. By now, the conservation is no longer just about money. It's about trust. Trust in government. Trust in leadership. Trust in economics promises that may or may not ever become real. And that's where the biggest controversy of all lies. Are we actually getting $2,000? Are we actually getting a stimulus check? Or are we watching history repeat itself? Grand financial promises delivered with excitement but wrapped in uncertainty. As 2025 unfolds, the pressure grows. Americans want transparency, they want official statements, they want something real because in an era of rising prices, economic anxiety, and political division, even the hope of a $2,000 payment becomes a national battleground. And until the government steps up with a confirmed answer, the controversy surrounding the tariff dividend payment and the Donald Trump stimulus checks, 2025 will only get louder, more intense, and more unpredictable.